Okay, I only moved it 3 or 4 feet, but you want to move it about 15 feet. When you're outside and you're out by the side of the freeway or by the side of the road, whatever, you go a little bit further, because then your chain's going to kind of get a little bit looser and take up the slack from the area that you weren't able to slide it underneath the tire all the way. Because see how loose this is now? Because I backed it up just a little bit, okay? And so I'm gonna see if I can't tighten this chain up now. And you should be able to tighten the chain up. Okay, not that one. I guess it's this one here. Okay. See, now I should be able to get that tighter. Let's see if I can. Once you're by the side of the road, that's what I'm talking about. It's going to be windy and breezy and everything else. And you see how loose this is now? So now I can take it and I might have to come way over here, and that still seems loose. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe I can. I've got it as tight as I can right there, and I might have to hook it down here lower, like that, or even a little bit more than that. I can. Maybe I can't. You see there? Choice. Okay. Get it as tight as I can go. Well, I don't want to get it too tight. Maybe I'll leave it right there. And now I'm going to take this. This is why when we bought them, I put it on the first time, and I didn't have this. He didn't sell me this. And again, they sell these separately. Tire chain rubber adjuster, 1 pair. This is for a passenger car. Okay. And they gave us 2 of those. 2 of these, and it came with some little chain links. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to need those. And so these just kind of slide. These. I can see how this is gonna be a little bit trickier when I'm out in the middle of nowhere and my hands are freezing. Okay, so I might, kind of glad I'm doing a little trial run on here. And I'll get these kind of slid around, maybe where there's 5 of them. I'll just kind of have them all about the same amount away from each other. Something like that. Okay. Now I'm just going to hook it on. See, this is going to be in the middle. And I'm going to hook it. Let's see here. Hook that there. And then see if I can. See, this is gonna tighten this all up. Boy, I'm sure I had this. I think I had this on there. I don't think I used the truck one, the light duty truck tie, but maybe I did. Because see, this has to go all the way down here. Oh, here we go. And once you drive about 15 feet, you're gonna be able to get this adjusted better. Because see, this chain needs to be in a little bit, and I can tell it's not down over on this side here per se. Like it almost has to be tightened up further, you know, over this direction. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. That's going to keep your chain tight. There. And I can tell it's still slightly loose over there. That's because, like I say, you gotta drive it about 15 feet or so. And even once you get them on, once you get your tires on, your tire chains on, you're gonna want to drive it for a little bit, and then maybe, you know, even after you go drive up 15 feet, if the car in front of you is, you know, less than 15 feet, you may only have to go up 10 feet. But then once you get in the car and you start driving, maybe only drive hardly anything, 300 yards or 100 yards or so, and then stop again and double check your chains, because the last thing you want is for your chains to start flopping around and having any bit loose. See how loose this is right here? If you get that loose and it gets looser more, it could hit any part of your fender, your wheel well, the back side, and it could start ripping it up. Or, you know, if you start hearing clank, 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 then you better stop, because your chain has loosened up too much. You know what I mean? So now that we've got this one chain on, let's take a look at this here for a second. See, what I'd like to see is that all of this gold chain bit is evenly done. See, in here, it's out this way a little bit further. This one's almost touching, you know, is within the rubber tire. So I know that the center line might need to be pulled over. See, the center line of this one should be pulled over just a little bit, or actually pushed that way, and get it lined up. And you're going to want to kind of look at that. See, I could have had this hook here, should have been over a little bit further, and I could redo it and put it over here and tighten it up right there instead, or something like that. And see, they give you some extra little links like that. Actually, those aren't them. That's a chain extension piece on the end of this for some reason. But if you have some extra hooks, and that's what I probably would do, go to the store, maybe see if I can get a few extra hooks, or put this on more evenly. See how this one here, the gap here is slightly different, or actually this one should be pushed over here, then this one should go over there. You want all of these pretty much in line all the way around there, and then this should be on there nice and tight. Okay? And I think what I'm seeing is that this tire chain rubber adjuster, one pair for passenger car, I think that's going to work. I don't think I'm going to need the ones for the light truck. Okay? Because as it is, it looks like I still have just a little bit of a slop here, don't I? That's because once I start driving a little bit, I'll come back and tighten this up and rearrange this a little bit. So that tells me that this rubber was good for that, but I'm going to keep those other ones in the car. And this one is for the other side. And what I should probably do is buy another set. This tire chain rubber adjuster, one pair, passenger car. I should probably get another set of these, just in case they were to ever snap or break off. If this rubber ever breaks, and if you don't have an extra one with you, you can't keep it all nice and tight. And so it would be best to have another one of those. And this one for the light truck, this is going to be way too big, I know. This one I probably should take back, and I should get another one of these. Okay, another set. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and put this other one on the other side. Let's see if we can do it without the directions. Now mind you too, as we look at this, once you get everything figured out on what you're going to need to do and where the yellow goes and stuff, you just look at the other tire. You don't see, okay, on my right tire, my right rear, I've got the yellow bit going around to the left-hand side. On my left rear tire, do I want it the same way, or do I have to put it on the right side? Well, no, you just do it the very same way, because when we get over to the other side, we're just going to look at the tire as being the same, right? So you're looking at this tire here, okay? You look at that, and it's going to be, you just are going to have on the left-hand side the yellow, right? Same way as this one side. Let's look at it as though it's the same. Okay? You can do this. I know you can. All right? So let's put on this other tire chain, shall we? I'm glad I'm doing this now and not in the snow. I'm really glad about that. And like I say, I don't think I've ever taken this one out of the package. We'll just see what we got going here.